Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So weird. That sounds a bit too happy. My brother's just watching me because he thinks I'm such a loser. Anyway, today I want to talk about my favorite palettes of all time. Disclaimer, I don't know if it's a disclaimer, but a heads up, whatever it is. These palettes have been well used, okay, and I have no shame in showing them. Okay, they look hideous. It shows that I'm not just a buyer just to post on Instagram. I am actually a fan, and I do use these palettes to the point of no return, and they're always in, and they're also part of my kit as well. So I do apologize to the OCD/clean freaks who think that I am disgusting. So let's start with this is in no particular order, by the way, but I will express what I really like about the palette, and that's it. First palette is the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. Guys, this palette is so bomb, like I'm not joking. Juvia's Place knocked it out the park with this one. I think the pigment is insane. All right, I feel like when it comes to eyeshadow, it's not just about pigment. I feel like it's not that hard to get pigment. It's about blendability, guys. Blending is key when it comes to eyeshadows. I think a lot of people, a lot of the MAC girls as well, when we look at eyeshadows, it's not just about pigments. It's how can it blend? Can we still get the same color as we're moving along? And that's what the Juvia's Place does. It's got a beautiful section of neutrals, and it's got a beautiful section of color, which I think is super essential when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I'm done with kind of just neutral palettes. I think I'm over and done with that, and I feel like Juvia's Place, black owned business as well, just gets it right. The Urban Decay electric palette, the girls at work, I work in MAC Cosmetics, by the way, the girls at work absolutely love this. Shout out to Priyanka. Okay, when it comes to pigment, like this isn't an eyeshadow palette for those who believe in transition shades. These are for those who are eyeshadow like junkies. I've got a few swatches. If you can see, my ring light's too bright, maybe that's what it is. I've got a few swatches here. Can you see the swatches from this palette, and I think it's amazing. All right, Urban Decay has discontinued it, so I'm sorry for those who absolutely hate me for like filming this and showing them, as they stopped this video and went to the Urban Decay website to see it couldn't be found. I apologize. You might find it on eBay for like a lot of money. That's if you're a proper fan though. And of course we have the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is in every single person's favourites, and to be honest, I know we got a lot of we had a lot of problems with Subculture. I never bought it because I personally, the colours just didn't scream ranty, and I feel like I had those colours in different palettes, but I just feel like it just wasn't for me. But when it comes to eyeshadow, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance knocks it out of the park. I've got a little bit of it in the on my eyes at the moment. I've got Vermeer. Sorry if the light goes in and out. It's because I'm using natural sunlight and I'm using a ring light as well. I'm trying to like do that whole she's not deceiving you thing. So I use Vermeer in the crease on the lid, just to like kind of like make my cut crease a little bit more banging. All right, but I think that this palette, if you do not have it already, you need to get it. It is very hard to keep clean because of the fluffy pink packaging. Anastasia, never again. I think she kind of got the gist, because Subculture and the new Prism they have dark packaging because of people like us who always have makeup on themselves and everywhere. So just to keep the palette a little bit pretty. But anyway, I think this is definitely a must-have for basic and advanced makeup artists. Super important. The Morphe 350M. Okay, I am expressing on 350M. As you can see, one popped out. It's a long story how that broke. Wink wink, some people may know. And as you can see, this is a very much a well-loved eyeshadow palette. I feel like the reason why I got the matte is because I feel like I didn't really need any shimmers in any of these colors, because at the end of the day, it's not that hard to find like a shimmery gold or a shimmery bronze. I mean, there's so many palettes that have those colors, and I feel like I needed endless transition shades. Okay, also we have the Urban Decay Naked palette. Now, I think for me, this was the first. Urban Decay is one of those brands that brought out palettes before they were even known as palettes. Okay, this palette over here is like what I would say the first neutral palette, and I think it's insane. The pigment outstanding, the quality perfection. Okay, it's got two mattes in there. Well, before you have to kind of remember that mattes are quite a new kind of thing. Okay, the whole transition shade and yeah, the whole new transition shade is something that is really new to us. Maybe it's about 3 years old, but before it was just shimmer all over the lid. I need to have some shimmer up in there, and I feel like for those who don't really like having eyeshadows, I think this is definitely a must-have. Okay, this and maybe the Mono Renaissance is definitely should be part of your collection. Last but not least, those who know me know that I am disgracefully obsessed with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill. Okay, out of every single palette I own, this is the best one. Okay, I feel like if I could, I have 40 palettes, okay, and counting, because I'm still buying some more. Christmas is coming and I feel like I need to treat myself. This palette right here, I feel like is amazing. It's got your dark black. Any eyeshadow palette that has a black you need to grab. Okay, it's got your dark deep purple, which I always use in the outer V of my lid, because I feel like it just helps me cut the crease quite nicely. And I've also got some duochrome shadows here. And one thing I love, if you're indecisive like me, you need some duochrome eyeshadows. Sometimes I can't decide if I want like pink or a purple. I'm just like, oh, if I want like a pink or a gold. So I just go for a duochrome, which has both colours inside of it. It's also got this section of the palette here, which it has some greens and purples. And obviously, these are kind of not my colours that I would wear on a regular basis. But I feel like for those who suddenly want like a spark of colour, especially for Halloween and for like themed parties, you would find this really useful. Okay. And personally, my favourite section of the palette is just this here. Guys, I think I have, if I ever hit pan of these, I'm probably going to repurchase this palette for the rest of my life because it's amazing. Jaclyn Hill and Morphe knocks it out of the park. Okay, it's really hard to get a palette right nowadays. I think with palettes, what makes it really, really hard is the fact that you don't want a repeat of anything that's outside. And I don't think I have ever seen a palette like the Morphe / Jaclyn Hill, because the pigment is insane, the quality is out of this world, and the color arrangement is #iconic. Okay, so that's enough from me. I feel like I hope I haven't spoken too fast in this video, guys. I'm just really happy that I'm actually filming something. The quality of these palettes are insane. Okay, they are a little bit expensive. I am going to do like a cheaper version one day. If this palette gets a good, if this video gets a good, speaking about palettes again, if this video gets a good reception, I will film a drugstore / affordable, because I know before I could afford these palettes, I was in Superdrug / Boots. For my non-British watchers, Superdrug and Boots are like the drugstore, like CVS for us. Really crap, but they do offer some amazing like brands that do offer good quality eyeshadows. Okay, and I want to thank you all for watching, the 5 people that have watched this. Hi friends on my Snapchat. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting me. Bye.